Dun 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 dun. Hey, I play the violin too, man. What's up, everybody, man? It's NBA Talk with Jay. It's Tuesday. We're trying to get some cash every single day, man. 100% committed. We're trying to do that. We're trying to get some cash, right? Let's get straight into it, man. It's all business here. Do a quick video. Got stuff I got to go and handle today, man. College basketball. Yeah, I might talk about some college basketball. I did make a few plays, man. I did make a few plays in college basketball. We'll talk about them. But this is an NBA show. Let me just pull up my shit real quick. If y'all so just to let you know exactly what I bet. But there are some spots in college basketball. But sorry, we'll get to that at the end. First game up, man. Sorry, real quick. Let me check some shit out. All right. So first game up, we're going to the streets of Philadelphia, guys. We got the Phoenix Suns facing up against the 76ers. I'll be interested to see who's going to play in this game. A couple of key injuries here for was one big injury, in my opinion, for the 76ers here is Matisse Thybulle, guys. If he plays, then maybe that's good for the Sixers. But if he's out, and another thing, we wait to see if the Suns will play everybody. This is somewhat of a tough spot for them. Third game in 4 nights, fourth game in 6 days, all on the road. But the Suns team is a one-way team, guys. It's either you're taking the Suns or you're not playing the game. So what I'm saying is Suns are nothing for me in this game. I'm not looking to take the Sixers, not in this spot. I'm not looking to bet against the Suns. Everybody in there, I'll be honest, I'll be making a small play on the Suns today. I know in theory, they could be looking ahead to the Bucks, but I don't think that we get that. This team really has something. They're playing more motivated than any other team, in my opinion. They're 3-0-1 against the spread, last 4 in Philly, 4-0 straight up, and 4-0 straight up last 4 meetings. So they know how to beat this team. They do have the Bucks on deck. They're coming out. This is 4-game homestand. No, look. This is the last game of a 4-game road trip for the Suns. 76ers, they hadn't covered back-to-back games in their past 11 games. They're 0-5 against the spread after a win. It just shows me that this team is very up and down. They're going to come to play here, but so are the Suns. So like I say, this is when I wait until the last minute, make sure the Suns aren't resting anybody. As long as they have everyone a full go, I'll be on the Suns here plus the 1. Matisse Thybulle, like I said, another one, a huge injury here. We don't have confirmation yet, but he's game time decision. But we'll see what happens. Sixers 1-4 against the spread, last 5 as a home favorite, guys. So they're also 3-7-1 against the spread, last 11 home games versus a winning road team. That's what they get here in the Suns. They have some guys, McGee and Aiden, that they can throw at Joel Embiid and Drummond. And as far as the guards and wing players, heavy advantage for the Suns, if you ask me, guys. So we'll see what's up with Thybulle. But more regardless of Thybulle, if everyone's in for the Suns and they're not resting anyone, I'll be putting a small play on the Suns plus the 1, guys. I like it. Let's go over here to the streets of Brooklyn here real quick. I could go on and on about this game. This is a revenge spot for the Celtics. I'm hopping on them trifecta spot. I think they start out early, guys. I think the energy is there. All the money is on the Celtics. It does give you a little bit of hesitation, but I don't care about the money. I don't care about who's on it, whatever. This is one where I see the Celtics being the right side here. You're looking at these two teams going in opposite directions here. It's the revenge spot. They lost 123-104 at the house in Boston. I believe second game of the season. I think it was the opening home game for the Celtics. Got smacked up. They were laying 1.5 points in that game. Now this line opened up at 4.5 on the road. The line is all over the Celtics here. It's up to 8.5, 9 now. I still like it, guys. I think they finna win this game by 25 to 30 points. I don't see them letting up on the Nets here. This team is in total disarray right now. Obviously, Harden likely wants to go play somewhere else, but regardless of that, the Celtics are absolutely rolling right now, man. They're playing with purpose. They're playing with energy. They've won 7 of their last 8 games. This Nets team, this morale is way down. I don't even know. This team is just out there playing basketball right now, and there's a differences. Some teams coming out there to really win, really build on something. Other teams just, we just out here hooping, not running plays, just pick and roll. Patty Mills, this is their best offensive player tonight, man. The Celtics been playing some really good defense as well. They're off a 5-game, the Nets off a 5-game road trip. This is the first game back at the house, 0-3 against a spread spot for them this year. And they usually come out and get smacked up as well. They're not focused right now. They're badly coached. They're not coming out with any energy. That's the exact opposite of the Celtics here. Give me the Celtics minus 2.5. I took them -2 first quarter, but I like it -2.5. First half -5. Full game game minus the 8.5, guys. It's going up to 9. I still like it. It's going to be a Celtics trifecta spot for me. Let's go over here to the streets of Atlanta here real quick. We got the Hawks. They're 7-1 against the spread last 8 home games. The Pacers in a free fall, right? We just witnessed a trade. They traded away Sabonis, Justin Holiday, and a bunch of guys. This one could get ugly. I'm not on the Hawks, and sorry, guys, for having this is not the updated line. I didn't get a chance to update it. It's up to 12.5 now for the Hawks. It's Hawks or nothing for me. Simple. I would say I'll be looking to the over, but they just lost a lot of offense, especially with Sabonis. You already traded away LeVert. So in theory, this should be an over type of game, but stand away from the total in this one. Hawks, in theory, should smack these guys by 20 points. In theory, it's the only way I can look is the Hawks in this one. Let's go over here to the streets of New Orleans real quick. We got the Rockets versus the Pelicans. This is, in theory, a quick revenge spot, and unfortunately, the Pelicans won't have Nickeil and Alexander Walker or Didi Lozato, which he's been hurt. And there's one more player that they traded as well. It wasn't Garrett Temple, but regardless of that, man, they got a couple players that's out. And Josh Hart, guys, they got a couple players that's out tonight. But regardless, I could still only look towards the Pelicans. This is another one. 2 teams going in opposite directions. The Rockets, they're poorly coached. What are the Pelicans doing? They're trying to build something. That's why they traded for CJ. They know that Zion is close to come back. This team will make the playoffs this year. The Pelicans, and I said it before the season, it looked bad to start, but this team will make at the very least the play-in tournament. I think that the Pelicans should be able to smack them up here, but I'm not laying the 9, especially with it being the quick revenge spot. Pelicans' first game back at the house, but I can tell you this: they are 4-0-1 against the spread last 5 at the house as a home fave. They're 3-0 straight up and 4-0 against the spread last 4 games. They are 1-4 against the spread last 5, coming off a road trip or 7 or more days. That's why I'm staying off of them. But the Rockets, they're 5-2 against the spread last 7 rows a row underdog. But this team is tanking right now, man. They'll stay away from me for the rest of the year, guys. Heavy lean to the Pelicans. Couldn't talk you out of a Celtics Pelicans Wolves money line parlay. I could not talk you off that at all. Let's go over here to the streets of Memphis, man. It's somewhat of an unpopular pick, but I'm gonna sprinkle some on the Clippers today, guys. This personal, I'm gonna sprinkle some on them. I do think they can keep this game close. The Grizzlies been balling out of control, guys. They're one of those teams like the Suns. They're a one-way team. It's tough to go against them, but you look at this game, it's gonna be tough for the Clippers, and I'm only gonna make a small play on. I just got a haircut. You dig what I'm saying? So I have to put a little something on the Clippers. It's a bounce back spot off a blowout loss. They got smacked up versus the Bucks. The Powell and Covington didn't even get a chance to play. They didn't even get a chance to practice. They were just thrown out there to the fire. Still played really good and came out there with some energy. Now the Ty Lue did say that it's going to take some time for some growing pains. They don't have a backup point guard off the bench yet, but this is a game that I think it would be with defense. If they want to get this one done, possibly win the game, you have to do it with defense. Let your offense get some fast buckets out in transition. Triple revenge spot. They've lost 3 times already this year to the Grizzlies. The line is all over the Grizzlies, but you could also argue that they're starting to bump it up a lot, very high right now. This line is super inflated. You got the Clippers here, 5-0 against the spread last 5 after allowing 125 points the previous game. 4-0 against the spread last 4 as road underdogs. They're also 5-0 against the spread as road underdogs, road versus home winning teams, guys. And this obviously that's what we get here with the Grizzlies. You got Norman Powell and Robert Covington. That's a good matchup versus the Grizzlies. Take a look at it. The Grizzlies struggled versus the Blazers this year. Who did those guys just come from? Powell and the Covington. They came versus the Blazers. I think they have some. The Clippers just added some wing depth, especially defensively as well. I think that those couple guys come off the bench tonight and are some good matchups for some of these Grizzlies guys. Memphis coming home off a 3-game road trip. What do they do right after this? They got 1 standalone home game. Then you go right back on the road for 3 more road games, guys. So this is a game where I could see the Clippers keeping this one close. I'm going to make a small play on the Clippers plus the 8, plus 8.5. I'm going to wait on it. Yeah, it's 8.5 out there, guys. So I'm going to sprinkle some on Clippers plus the 8.5. You wait till game time, you maybe get a plus 9. But I do like the Clippers to keep this game within 4 or 5 points. if not with a shot, maybe possibly a shot to win this game outright. Man, call me crazy. It's an unpopular pick, but I just got a haircut, so I'm gonna sprinkle some on the Clippers here in this triple revenge spot because they lose 4 straight and get blown out to the Grizzlies. It could definitely happen, guys. But I'm willing to be on the team that has the triple revenge and getting a boatload of points in this inflated line here. So I'm gonna make a small play on the Clippers plus the 8. I must say, Celtics is my game of the day, guys. Real quick, let's go over here to the streets of Dallas, guys. Don't have much on this one. It's crazy because I kind of say I lean the Pistons, but there's no way in hell I'm taking them. My Mavs kind of have a look-ahead spot on deck. They got a couple of games versus the Clippers. I see the Clippers possibly keeping this game close. The next couple games versus Mavs, we finna smack them up, man. But in this one, the Mavs, they are 2-4 against the spread when laying 10 to 12 points this season. The Pistons, 10-5 against the spread when being dogs of 10 to 12 points. So this is the Pistons point spread range. You never know about the Pistons. They could trade players at any minute, guys. So I'm definitely staying off this game. Anything can happen. No real lean even. I know the Mavs need to stack up wins, but I'm not laying the 11.5 with them. Let's go over here to the streets of Denver, man. I did see some reports out. This in the line. The line is up to 9 now for the Nuggets. 9.5. I could only look towards Denver. I know that Mitchell Robinson isn't playing. Nerlens Noel. They don't even have many bigs out there. I don't think they have a single. I mean, what are they going to do? They don't even have a center out there. Who's going to guard Jokic? Aaron Gordon's probably going to have a field day against them. Taj Gibson and Randall is going to be their centers, guys. So this could get ugly here. The Nuggets should go hit the dispensary and smack these guys up. Nuggets, 5. This is what you want to do. No matter what happens in the first half, you want to look towards Nuggets in the second half, guys. In this one, I see the Knicks possibly running out of gas late. We see them super erratic at late games. No real closer, no offense out there. They do get Kemba back today, but who's worried about him, man? 5-1 Nuggets, 5-1 against the spread last 6 meetings. The offense is absolutely rolling right now. They should run these Knicks off the court, if you ask me, especially in the second half. They already won in New York earlier this year. Denver laid -2.5 on the road. They won 113-99. What does this line open up at? Opens up at 6.5. That's a point of strength to the Nuggets. It should have opened up at 4.5, at 5.5, 5. But the Nuggets, like I say, line all the way up to 9.5 now. You get the Knicks on that back-to-back altitude. That's a fade spot, guys. It doesn't always cash, but it's the spot you want to be on. Obviously, you could have got the Nuggets way earlier, but back-to-back altitude, I'm not looking towards the Knicks in this one. Anything can happen, but I do lean the Nuggets. I'll be live betting this game. Nuggets, hopefully they're down in the first half, and we can take Nuggets in that second half, guys. The Knicks, also 2-5 against the spread last 7 in Denver. They're 0-4 last 4 road games. 0-5 last 5 as an underdog. Lean to the Nuggets in that one. Let's go over here to the streets of LA. Not much on this game. This is a late night TNT game. Hopefully the favorite can cover for us in that first game. And then I do see the dog coming through possibly in this late night TNT game. All the money coming on the Bucks there. Maybe have a possible look ahead game to the Suns. But the Bucks have been rolling right now. I must say they're starting to get into their offensive groove. Lakers are 3-0 against the spread last 3 games, showing some urgency there. This is a revenge spot as well. They lost 109-102 earlier this year without LeBron. LeBron and AD in this time around, guys. So I could see them giving the Bucks a game. In all honesty, the Bucks are rolling right now. But this late night TNT game, a lot of money on the Bucks. I could see the Lakers keeping this close, if not win the game outright. I lean to the Lakers there. Let's go over here to the streets of Sacramento. We know they just traded away Halliburton. Why the hell would you do that? Now, I can't tell you. This line may come down, guys. If they traded away Halliburton, that means that Fox is likely staying. He just practiced yesterday. I could see Fox probably playing in this game. I don't care though. It's Wolves or nothing for me. This line is up to what, -7. Like on the early show, I told you guys I took Celtics and Wolves money line parlay. That was earlier. I got it at -110, but still it's went up. But that's I'm not laying the points with the Timberwolves. I do lean that way. It's up to 7, but I need that Celtics money line, Wolves money line parlay to hit for me. I do like the Wolves. I end up staying off of it. Didn't want to lay the points, but heavy lean to the Wolves here. I did make a small play on them. I took them this morning -4. So it's up to -7 now. I still lean the Wolves, especially with no Halliburton out there. They traded away a couple guys, other guys as well. But Fox may come back in, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this one go back down to 6. But Timberwolves, the only way I could look, like I said, I can't talk you off that Wolves, Celtics, Pelicans money line parlay. I could not talk you off that. Maybe even swapping out the Pelicans with the Nuggets in there, just get you some plus money. So heavy lean to the Wolves for me there. I played it at a smaller number. It's up to 7 now. I still like it, but it's nothing official. Let's go over here to the last game, man. It's an ugly game. And the Magic, they owe me money, guys. They owe me money. And fuck, if they don't cash here, man, I'm making a small play on the Magic. I didn't talk about this game earlier. This is a revenge spot, right? This is like a times 10. They've lost the last 10 meetings to Portland. I took them earlier this year, me and Shark. It was a good spot. What happened? The Blazers caught wind over there in the East Coast. We didn't know what was going to happen. They still had CJ McCollum. They had Covington. They were balling it, right? Now the team morale has flipped. What's happening? They're talking amongst themselves in the locker room. They know that a lot of guys are likely to be traded. The Blazers are making more moves right now, guys. They're making even more moves. So who knows what's going to happen? Right now, they got Nurkic and CJ, and they got Nurkic, and they have Anthony Simons. After that, not a ton of offense over there, guys. So this is one where I'd be surprised if the Magic didn't get this win, man. So I know that the Blazers have basically owned them. Anthony Simons always balls out when he goes to Orlando. He's from there. But this is one instance where the Magic should be able to get this job done, man. They're coming off a couple of blowout losses as well to the Celtics and the Grizzlies. I don't shame them for that. Those are two of the best teams in the league playing right now. So I'm going to make a small play on the Magic. Like I say, this is a bet against the Blazers. Obviously, they just traded some guys away. CJ McCollum just left. So, I mean, that's going to hurt their offense a ton tonight. He cooked them up in that last game, man. So, can Anthony Simons and Nurkic get it done? They could, but I'm willing to go against it here with the Magic team that starts to get a little healthy. I know that they're won't get many wins the rest of this year, but this is one where I do see them getting. So, I'm making a small play on them. The Blazers are 0-5 straight up and against the spread last 5. Like I say, just traded CJ, team morale way down. They're doing a fire sale right now, man. So I think the Blazers team is just one of those that might be sad. Their players left. They could turn up, but I'm going to ride with the Magic here. Small play plus the 1. So 3, we're going to get to the picks today. So, and I'm going to talk about some college basketball picks, man. So the college basketball that I took, man, these were just sprinkles. I put some on Illinois plus 6. TCU, unfortunately, best player out, but I did take that last night. Miles is out today, guys, but I think they can still get it done over Oklahoma State. But I must say, I took it thinking that he was going to be in. So that's actually my main college basketball play. I put a little something on Illinois plus 6. TCU minus 3 is down to 2.5. Michigan minus 2 and Portland plus 18, guys. That's what I did. Was looking at Pacific plus 19. Let me see. Arkansas might not be a bad look. I know everybody loves Auburn, but me and my guys, we like Arkansas today. I hadn't bet it yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to put a little something on Arkansas plus the 1.5. Everybody's on Auburn. Why is the line going down? They're telling you that Arkansas is a sharp-ass pick, man. So let me see. Arkansas, lean Tulsa. That line's going up. Lean UCF as well. I'd like to say I'd lean Indiana, but Northwestern has been playing a lot better lately. Lean Missouri, I think that's a few too many points for Vanderbilt to be laying. And lean Cal State Fullerton as well, going up against Long Beach State in that one. So let's see what happens, man. Lean Colorado State as well. But for me, official plays, NBA, Celtics, trifecta spot. This is my favorite play of the day, guys. I need this. It's my favorite play in a while. Well, since the Pelicans game. But I see a Smack City spot, trifecta. As long as there's no backdoor conversation, they're going to have to call the refs. They're going to have to put in the call to Vegas or something to keep us from cashing this one. As long as there's no foul play, the Celtics finna smack these guys up by 25 to 30 points, man. I wholeheartedly believe that. And I see them being up by double digits at the end of the first quarter, never looking back. Celtics really, they're on one right now, and I expect them to keep it going versus a team that just kicked them out of the playoffs last year, beat them down early this year. And cherry on top, you have Ime Udoka going back to his old team, wanting to smash these guys, put their foot on their necks, man. I hope they crush these guys to dust, man. Give me the Celtics first quarter -2, -2.5, first half -5, full game -8.5, -9 I don't care. This should be double digits, Smack City spot, trifecta spot for the Celtics. I'm making a small play on the Clippers plus the 8.5, making a small play on the Magic plus the 1. Also making a small play as long as the Suns are full squad out here, not resting CP3 or Booker or Aiden or somebody. I'll be taking the Suns plus the 1. Everybody likes the Sixers, not me. So Celtics trifecta, small play on Suns, long as everybody's in. Small play on Clippers plus 8.5. Just got the fade, and small play on the Magic as well. They've lost 10 straight to the Blazers. It ends today. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get some cash. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. 544 people watching live. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we out, my guys. Let's cash. One time for the one time.